Okay, let's talk really quickly about the reading for this course. The only required text is this book right here, which is Digital Citizenship in Schools by Mike Ribble, Gerald Bailey. They are pretty much the pioneers in this idea of digital citizenship. They're both from Kansas State University, and you can find this book, I'm assuming, in the bookstore or Amazon, one of those places. And it's a great resource. Not only does it have information about the different elements of digital citizenship, but it also has sample lessons in there for students, sample lessons for professional development for schools. So really good book. And so we're going to be going through this book together as we talk about digital citizenship and some of those things. The next set of reading that you're going to have is going to come from articles, both professional articles that I give you. These are research articles that are scholarly, peer-reviewed research articles, and then also professional articles that you're going to find and present yourself. So let's go take a look at the DBU database, because since this is an online course, I can't just post articles because that's actually against copyright. But what I will do is either give you a link that you end up having to log in through DBU's databases to get to, and then download. You can print it or put it on your device to read, whichever. Or you're going to go out and find these. And so again, you're going to be going through the DBU database. So let's switch over. We're going to look at the DBU databases. Let me explain to you what you're looking for, how to access these materials. So we're going to be looking here at DBU's databases and how to access them. I'm actually going to take the opportunity to also show you a few things about making a screen recording, because you're probably going to end up doing one of these, at least one, maybe multiple screen recordings for this course. Now, as you can see, I'm using a Mac. It happens to be what I prefer. I'm not opposed to PCs, but this is just what I like. And you'll notice that everything on my screen is very small because I'm using a 27-inch iMac, has high resolution, and so everything looks very small. So one of the things that I'm going to do is actually go adjust my resolution as we move forward. And so just going to go to my system preferences here and make that adjustment. And then we will head to the internet here and take a look at that. All right, so I'm trying to remember. Okay, as you can see, I've adjusted my display here, 1280 by 720. It's a really good size to use for your background resolution, and this will make everything much more visible for somebody that's watching a video that you've created. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to open Google Chrome. It's what I prefer here, and I'm going to go to DBU's website. Oops, helps if I can type here. Okay, and once I'm here, I'm going to go to Academics, Library and Research. Down here, find articles. Now I got to put something in here, so I'm going to put learning and leading with technology, and it's going to bring me here to log in. So I'm going to log in for you here. Let's see if I got that right. It's always good to have tons of passwords as you navigate through things. Good, I get it right. Okay. Now, you'll notice it defaults here to the EBSCOhost search engine for the databases, okay? Now, we're going to do something here to make this a little bit easier for you. You'll notice that the database it's pulling from is Academic Search Complete. This is what I use most often. Between this and the ERIC database, you're going to find most everything that you need. So I'm going to go over here to Choose Databases, and I'm going to leave Academic Search Complete checked. But then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to add ERIC, which is an educational research database. There's a whole bunch of other ones that you can do. I know in the past, if I'm really having a hard time finding something, sometimes I'll select them all. and it will delete all the duplicate article returns. But if I'm having a hard time finding something, sometimes I'll go to select all just to see what's out there, see if I can possibly look into another field and find something that is valuable to me. But for right now, I'm just going to use Academic Search Complete and ERIC. Now, as you're looking for these different journal articles, again, you are searching for professional articles. And so Learning and Leading with Technology is a professional journal by ISTE, the International Society of Technology and Education. And so I'm going to come down here and select Source. Okay, so I'm looking for everything from this source. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit search. I'm not going to put anything in because I'm going to get already a small result, okay, which is 586. Now, one thing I'm going to do to narrow this down is I'm going to come down here and I'm actually going to make this within the last couple of years. How do you look at that? All right. One of the things I'm going to do is make that within the last couple of years here. So 2010 to 2012. And you notice that it gets a lot smaller, 73. It's much more manageable. I could actually come and put this as 2011 and 42, so much more manageable. I'm actually going to look 2012 only, 16. Okay, so you can see how the results get a lot more manageable because I'm only looking at Learning and Leading with Technology, this source, and I'm only looking at 2012. You can use other professional articles, sources other than the Learning and Leading with Technology. You can use TechEdge or some of the others, but this is a good place to start. These articles right here would be considered professional journal articles. These are not based on empirical research. They are simply professionals like yourself that are submitting their experiences and their knowledge and their skills to this journal for other professionals to read. It is not considered peer-reviewed because it is not reviewed by peers in the field very critically. Not to say that they're not valuable, because they are, but they are not considered scholarly research. So I'm going to come to one of these, Never Too Late to Learn. I get all of my info right here, okay? And then it's got full text. So I'm going to click on the full text link, and then I'm going to click, it takes me actually to ERIC here, and I'm going to click download full text. And as you can see, I get a PDF here, okay? And one of the dead giveaways that this is not a research article, it is not written like one, it is not arranged like a research article. You'll notice that nowhere in here do I see some of the signs of a research article. I don't have literature review. I don't have methodology. I don't have analysis. I don't have conclusion. I don't have discussion. I don't have some of these main headers that are going to be found in virtually every research article because they're written in the same way. I've got simply an opinion piece from a professional. And you'll see down here these people are not necessarily researchers, but they're professionals like you in the field. And so this would be an example of a professional article. These are the types of articles that I want you to find on the subject and present to the class. I will provide you with research articles. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to show you what a research article would actually look like. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to put educational technology as one of my search pieces, and I'm just going to leave it blank here. And I should pull research. Okay, now over here I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, okay, I want only scholarly peer-reviewed, and I only want full text because you can't always find full text for these. Okay, let's see. So let's try this one, use of educational technology promoting distance education. I'm going to go straight to the full text link and download it. It's peer-reviewed, so right off the top, I already know I'm probably headed in the right direction. I've got an abstract, introduction. I should have, this probably is our lit review here. You notice that they're quoting a lot of prior research. Let's see, let's get down here and see if This is actually, nope, okay. This is more of just a lit review, so this is still considered a research article somewhat, but not exactly what I want to show you. So let's head back here to my result list and see something else, okay? So I'm going to try my next one here and go to the full text link, and let's take a look. Hopefully we get it this time, okay? Again, got an abstract, introduction, research methodology, okay? So it talks about how they did the research, okay? And I should probably have something like data analysis coming up, okay? I've got some data here. Let's see, okay, talks about the analysis of the data, talks about the participants, gives us some data, some graphs. Sorry, that's my bell here. And discussion and conclusions. This doesn't look exactly like what most of them would look like, but it's got the key pieces there. And so this would be an example of something I would give you, because I'm going to go out and find the research articles for you to take a look at, give those to you. You're responsible for submitting the professional articles. One of the things that I do want to point out as you submit these, that you cannot submit one that somebody has already done. And so what we will do as this moves forward is the first step each week will be submitting just the name or the citation of the article, and then later on in that week you'll actually present it and include it in your annotated bibliography. That way you don't go to the trouble of creating a presentation, writing the annotated part of the bibliography when someone already has done that. And so the first step, you're always going to list the title, like I said, or the whole citation, which you can pretty easily get from the page, okay? And you're going to submit that first, so that you know that you are not presenting on an article that has already been chosen by one of your classmates. So I hope this helps, and if you have any questions about finding these resources, do not hesitate to contact me, and I will give you some tips and tricks and help you move forward.